Wayforward Technologies needs our help. The creators of Shantae have set out to make a brand new game for consoles, the PC, the Mac, pretty much most systems, handhelds except for the 3DS. Now, it's our job to make sure that we can at least try to support this product in any way we can. This is a Kickstarter campaign, and I know we've been seeing a lot of these. We've seen some for the new Mighty No. 9, we've seen them for various different types of games that have come out recently. But here's the thing. We're talking about a developer that has created a product that really hasn't reached out to a very large mandated fan base. This is a game that started development way back in the day, back on the Super Nintendo era. So we're talking about the original Shantae. And if you're not familiar with Shantae, Shantae was a Game Boy Color game that came out by Wayforward. And if you're not familiar with Wayforward, I highly suggest that you check them out. They have created some amazing titles, such as Contra 4 and the entire Shantae series, the Mighty Switch Force series for original titles. And they're a great developer. I would even go as bold to say as they are the modern era Capcom. They even partnered with Capcom and recently made the DuckTales remastered game. Now, going back to the history of Shantae a little bit, Shantae was first created for the Game Boy Color. The game was released in a physical format. It didn't sell well. This was right around the time when the Game Boy Advance was coming out, and for whatever reason the title just didn't sell all that well. From what I've read, it did sell pretty good for the amount of titles that came out, for the amount of copies, but still, nevertheless, we have a game that has a very low install base. Even the sequel that came out for the DSi sold very well, got excellent reviews just like the first game. But what we have here is a series that seems to be staying on handhelds and seems to be in a download-only capacity. Now, Wayforward is making a huge jump to HD, and they're finally releasing, or proposing a Kickstarter to release Shantae, the half genie, half hero. So Shantae half genie, half hero is hopefully going to get released. It looks like it's going to make the goal, but here's the thing. I still want you to go check this out. Now, there's different stretch goals that they're introducing, which are pretty cool. There's some new costumes, some chapters, all of which will add to the experience. I myself donated $200 to the campaign, so I'm a supporter just like anybody else who's interested in doing it. I think that for the amount of money that you're spending, $200 is really, it's a pretty big chunk of change, but at the same time, if everybody donated $200, we would be able to reach, to have this game come out and have the stretch goals actually in a pretty, we'd be able to at least get, a little bit extra. So I really think it's important that you at least take a look at the stretch goals and see. They haven't announced all the stretch goals, but at the rate that it's going right now, it doesn't even think, it's a possibility we may only reach one stretch goal on this. I think it's important to take a look at the Shantae Kickstarter page and look at the goals, the stretch goals, and look at the amount that people are spending. Now, no one's asking anybody to spend 10 grand unless they've got it and it's, floating around. If they had that, then that'd be awesome to donate, but obviously most donations are going to come from the actual purchase of the game, or anybody like me who is expecting extra incentives such as the art book, the collectible coin, the t-shirt, the 3D lenticular whatever, poster. All of that stuff that's being released is at a very fair price in my opinion, and I think that the Kickstarter campaign is really going well right now at this point. The thing is, it could do better, and with our help, we would be able to get the word out and let people know that even though Shantae half genie, half hero is very close to reaching its $400,000 goal, it hasn't reached those stretch goals yet. And we haven't seen what else is available or what else can be uncovered. There's one all the way at the bottom that actually says, I think it's like 1.2 or 1.7 million, and it says, it's got a picture of a television. Now, is that a retail release? That'd be amazing. I would buy that day one if that was the case. And especially since DuckTales just recently got announced that DuckTales Remastered is getting a physical release or a retail release, that's pretty big news. And especially for a downloadable title to get a retail release after the downloadable title comes out, there's very few companies that do that. And if Wayforward is thinking about doing that with DuckTales, is there a possibility that they may be thinking about doing that with half Genie, half Hero? I think that we could push further. We can get retail released. We could show people this game and show people how awesome it is and how great the characters are and how fun the worlds are and the levels, and you know, you've got some great fun storytelling, great character design, and just overall amazing music thanks to Jake Kaufman, Vert. It's really just a phenomenal project, and I completely support and endorse the project. I wish I had more money to throw at it, but that's about as best as I can do. So take a look, check it out, and see if it's something that interests you. I'll post a link in the description below, and have yourself a look at it and see if it's something that you're interested in. If it is, whatever money you can donate, I'm sure that they would appreciate it. The developers really have a great connection. And it's nice to see that developers are communicating with the players through Kickstarter. It's really incredible. With that said, thanks for staying tuned and check me out later. I will have a Dude You Haven't Played This Game episode coming soon. Otherwise, thanks for subscribing or commenting, liking the video, and tell me what you think. If you actually did donate to the upcoming Shantae game, or if you haven't, what's holding you back? I want to know, so maybe we can, talk about it a little bit. As always, thank you very much for watching, and stay tuned.